What's Up Award TV. This is a self-help weekly podcast featuring genuine people much like yourself. People who share their intricate perspectives on love, life, relationships, business, and everything in between. Our motto on this show is everybody has a story to tell, but we just want to know, what's yours? Of course, there's nothing new under the sun, but hearing how someone else dealt with a story or a situation and how they endured that, it may be comforting to you and let you know you're not alone. But don't take my word for it. Listen to What's Up Aboard TV wherever you get your streaming services at. Welcome back to What's Up Aboard TV and What's Up Aboard the podcast. My name is Wardy Ward, and I'm the host of this self-help educational podcast that can be found on YouTube, Pandora, Apple Music, or wherever you get your streaming content. Our motto on this platform is everybody has a story to tell, but I want to know, what's yours? Now, as a PSA, I want to mention that if anyone out there is like me, if you enjoy having several pair of glasses without having to break the bank, I suggest you go to zenni.com. That's zenni.com. It's an online optical eyewear company that has thousands of lenses shipped right to your door, starting at $6.95. That's right, $6.95. You get transitions, bifocals, tints, everything. Don't take my word for it. Just call and check them out. Tell them Woody Ward sent you. Now, returning back to the show, I have another fantastic guest today here who we're going to interview, and trust me, this is going to be a good one. This person not only owns several business adventures, but she does a job that many women probably couldn't or wouldn't do. And did I mention she's overcome some issues with the juvenile justice system or the justice system in her past, but that didn't stop her. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Kyisha Bond to the studio. How are you doing today, ma'am?
Hey, how are you? My name is Kyisha, and I'm happy to be here.
Okay, good. Well, I'm glad you're here too, because I noticed the day of you celebrating your birth. So thank you for taking some time out to be with us before you go out and do what you're gonna do. All right. Hey, I gave a short introduction of a vanilla introduction of what I thought about you. But in your own words, tell me, who is Miss Bond?
Well, I say a mysterious creature, very mind-blowing, full of surprises, smart and calculative. That's who I am.
All right. Okay. Now, say the name again so our listeners can make sure we get that correct.
Oh, Kyisha Bond.
Ky-eeesha. What do people mess it up and say?
Keisha. I'm always and forever be Keisha.
Okay. So Kyisha, got it. Okay. Now, Kyisha, where did you grow up at?
I grew up a little bit in San Diego, California, and then the majority I grew up in Indianapolis.
Okay. So how did you get from San Diego to here?
Well, my dad has other kids here, and at the time, and he wanted to be here with them as
Hmm.
well. Yeah,
Okay. So what age did you come to Indianapolis in?
7 or 8.
Okay. So you pretty much, this is all you know. You don't care about California now, right? You don't care about that.
You will know. No, you know what? I've actually will bounce back to and from San Diego sometimes and stay with my grandmother. So I'm still familiar with a couple things out there.
Yeah, San Diego is expensive, man. I mean, but I guess you're paying for that weather, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Okay. A little more background question on you before I get into the weeds of the show. What is your new age now? I'm sure you haven't told nobody that yet. So what's the new age?
30.
Oh, all right, you the dirty 30. All right, all right.
30,
Does it
30.
does it feel like 30? It don't nothing hurt, right? You're still good, right?
Yeah, I'm still good. I still feel
Okay.
5 years younger.
All right. No check engine lights or nothing. You good. All right. That's what's up. All right. And are you married, kids, dating, single, divorced? Where we at on that?
I'm single, no kids. Never had any. Yeah,
Oh,
never
okay.
been married. Hmm.
Okay. That you don't want kids and none of that stuff either, or are you just happy being
Can't
single?
have them.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay. That's okay. And as far as marriage, is that something you want to, or
Uh, One day, but or maybe not. It's really not a big old deal for me.
I hear you. Well, I'm gonna get into that a little bit later too. So let's start off with the childhood. I always ask this question: did you grow up in a two-parent household? I know you mentioned your dad moved here. Was it a two-parent household, or just you and him?
It was a two-parent household.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. Do you think that had an effect on your life having the support of a mother and a father there?
Yeah.
Okay. Did it make you a better person, or you more like your mother, or more like your father?
Um, I think a little bit of both, maybe.
Okay. Yeah. I think so too. I think you got to be a combination of both of them, but then still doing it your own way, and that's probably how it should be. I think I was more like my mother, even though I had some of the work ethics of my father, but I was more like my mother. She was more of a comedian type person, and he was more serious. So there it is. You got to have that balance there.
Exactly.
Now, I had mentioned in the onset that you have several businesses, and I want to jump into that. I understand that one of the businesses you have is a hair business, a hair care business. What exactly do you do in that entity?
All right, so I just have got my second location yesterday. It's almost as a birthday gift, and I do natural hair. I do locks, wigs. I even do extensions, and I add hair to hair, and I just and then I also have like a hair oils that I have that are 100% pure, cold press, no cuts, no extra additives or anything like that. I love doing hair. Like I love making people feel really their best. It always starts with the appearance. The more you look crazy, you don't feel yourself. And then when you
Mm.
have your hair done or a nice outfit or smell nice, you just feel better.
Yeah, absolutely. I see people come out of shops and they, I think you feel better, you look better.
Yeah.
You said lock. No, we say Wix. What is Wix?
So wigs are a fatter form of dreads or locks.
Oh,
They just stick out more. They're more like I can't say that word. It's like a cylinder, like a fatter
okay.
cylinder, and it's more common in the South, like in Florida. You know,
Oh, oh,
yeah.
you mean like with Jay-Z, his hair? Is that a Wix?
No, his is free form.
Oh my God, that's
I think
another one.
unless he just converted over to wigs that I don't know of.
Is it like a 5 point star or something? Or
No, they can be as many as you want. You can have one, two, as many as you want.
okay, so what's the difference between locks and a wig then? What was a because the locks are just like corn rolled almost, right?
Just about, yeah. They're off the head, but they can be in many shapes. Maybe no fatter than an index finger or pinky finger. They can go get really, really small as well, and they can be considered sister locks or
Hmm. Hmm.
micro locks. And each lock has an hair type and skin oil type has to be treated different. You can't and that goes with a lot of experimenting, and so yeah, that's the difference between locks and but wigs, they're just a lot bigger, they take up a lot more space.
Hmm.
Um and they weigh more. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. How does a person wash those locks? I mean, what do you do? How do you what's the process for that?
So it's a little bit more extensive than loose hair. You have to
Uh,
get in there. You have to make sure you comb and do a scalp scratch to get dead hair and stuff that might have fell on your hair over time. And
uh-huh.
it's a longer process. And that locks is a low maintenance, but it's also you have to still take care of it. But
Hmm.
washing that stuff, you have to really get in there, like really work that hair.
Yes.
So it takes a little longer for their hair to dry. Um,
Mm.
Stuff like that too.
Yeah, and you said you have two locations.
Yeah, I have a location on the west side in Hallville, off of Washington Street, and then I have a location off of uh 10th and Dearborn.
How are you? Oh, so you renting out one? Or you doing? How are you at
Hmm.
two? So you just you just getting out. So you rich, aren't you? That's what it is. You're undercover millionaire. I thought I saw you. You got that great Maybach, don't you? Okay, now I know who we working with. I'm good now. How did you get into doing hair?
I've always had an interest. This is what happened. This is the very, very first day, very first minute I started doing hair.
Yeah.
I was in Vincennes University. I was I was actually ear hustling that day to a couple students. I had nothing to do that day.
Right, right.
And these two fellas, they were like, "Man, I'm not going to none of these barbers down here. They don't know how to cut black people's hair." So they said, "Man, I'm just gonna grow my hair out. Man, one of these days, one of these chickens, somebody got to know how to braid hair down here." I said, "Man," he said, "Oh," and then we get them checks that come into the school, and I got a little money. Like they just talking out loud like that.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We young, so they talking like that. So I said, "Oh man, that's a good idea." And I went into my dorm room and started taking my hair and trying to get the feeling of how to braid. I kept messing it up. It
Yeah.
took me about an hour to get it right. Once I learned how to go over, under, and stuff like that and was feeling for it, I start selling the fact that I could braid hair. And that's where it all started. And that was when I was about 18.
So you played around for an hour and you decided you was gonna be a businesswoman.
No. So the businesswoman part came in a year ago, a year and a half ago. I
Okay.
said, man, all I'm known is to do hair. Like nobody's taking me serious. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And I was going through a hard time. So I said, man, I know what to do. So I started advertising on social media
Yeah.
of what I'm capable of and actually taking pictures of my work. And then
Yeah.
that's where the business part. Then I took a class at Edna Martin for 3 months for business too, and
Okay.
it panned out. Yeah,
So Edna Martin really gave you the tools you needed to jumpstart that business idea?
with my mind, yeah, it gave
Wow.
me the willpower to market better, to
Mhm.
put it in a perspective of bringing my skills to life. You know what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then TikTok, I had along the way TikTok, I got enough what is that, attention from TikTok, and they sent me an agent, and he helped
Whoa.
me with the monetizing system for like 30 days. And then it worked out for me really good. It's just that, I
Yeah.
enjoy doing that stuff. I enjoy doing it.
So tell me about that TikTok thing. So you started getting a lot of traction on TikTok and they say,
Yeah,
hey, here's somebody that's gonna help you out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I started all this year, like that's this year with it. I didn't know anything about TikTok. And
Hmm.
I started with TikTok June of this year. I made an account.
Okay. That is, man, that's another story right there. Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
when it comes to doing that hair, has there any have you ever had a customer you had to like turn away? Because sometimes, people don't always keep their hair, it could just be unsanitary, I guess. I'm thinking, I mean,
Oh, wow. You know what? I don't turn them people away
okay.
unless because I have the stuff to relax the scalp
Uh-huh.
and work on it because they need help too, you know.
Right, right.
So I'm ready for them, but then it's the ones that have scars in their heads. That's the ones
Mm,
that I have difficulty with because they gotta have time for their hair to heal, but they be scratching it so much.
right.
So all I do for them, I wash it. I suggest not getting a twist or no product on it. The
Hmm.
scalp needs to breathe. You know, some of them do get mad because they came because they want the hair done and all that. But I would think of their overall health of their scalp and their hair because
Mm,
it'll be my fault if I proceed for the dollar bill. You know what I mean? And
right. Yeah. Yeah.
their hair might fall out or their scalp condition gets worse or more severe.
Yeah, man. That is interesting that you do that because I know you also sell the hair oil too, correct?
Yeah.
That's something you created from your own. Uh,
No. I buy the gallons from a like a vendor
don't
on
tell us who it is.
Amazon.
Oh, don't tell us who
Okay.
you get it. I don't want nobody stealing your secret.
No.
I still
Thank
can't get
you.
KFC to tell me they lemon herbs. You about to tell us the jewels, okay? But
That
yeah,
part.
so
And it's 100% cold pressed. It's from a farm, and I
what is
thought that
cold
was the
press?
most organic. Cold
Wh-
press
Yeah,
is
yeah.
like it's pressed by a machine, maybe boiled,
Oh,
but I know that it's the oils from the seed is extracted
okay,
and yeah, and most likely like squished or pressed,
okay.
if I'm
I thought
saying that right.
You probably, yeah, you know more than I do. I don't know anything because I thought Cold Press was a group, a singing group. So I
Oh
didn't know. I was like,
man.
oh, I said, they Cold Press bringing you stuff? Okay. All right. Now, will your oils grow my hair back? A person who's hair challenged like me, can I get my afro back if I use these oils you got?
Now they're not like they're not magical power oils, but if you still have hair follicles in the scalp where your pores is open and it's not genetically related, you can over time, just like anything, over time you can grow it back.
You said magic in there, so that means that's a no for me. I'm gonna take that as no. I heard that. I caught that straight. I'm cool. All right. Now I remember back when I was in college and I started cutting hair. I bought a cheap pair of clippers and I put a sign on the door that said haircuts for $1 because I didn't know what I was doing, but I figured, hey, somebody will risk $1 for your boy. And I mean, all these crazy hairstyles you see now, that was me. I'm the one who started all
What?
this. I messed it all up. So now it's fashionable. So I want to know who was the first person you got to let experiment on, you do your thing. And how did that turn out? And where is he or she at? That's what I need to talk to.
Oh man. Okay, so this is the same day I finished doing my hair in
Oh
the
my God.
bathroom.
Man.
And so I went out and tried to find that boy that said all them conversations with the other one. Yeah, it
Dang.
was that, yeah, all in the same day. And I said, I know how to braid hair. He said,
Mm-hmm.
oh, okay, cool. I said, meet me in my dorm. And I was so heavy handed.
Mm-hmm.
He had came back the next day. He said, I had to take this mess out because I couldn't smile or sleep. I didn't know what feeling to have.
Dang.
So
Dang.
I had to learn my hand pressures on other
Okay.
people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, so how much did you charge him since you was a professional after that that day?
$25.
Did it look good though? Do you think it looked good?
It looked good, but it could have been better. My pardon wasn't all that. He was just
Mm,
happy something was done to it.
okay. So did you do your customer service recovery on him and redo it, or did you say, oh well, catch me
I
next week,
did
we try?
redo it. I redid it for him for free, and I took my time, and
Okay.
it was a lot better.
Okay, that's good. So that was a guy. So who's your target audience? Is it men, women, or is that both?
Everyone, children, men, women, yeah,
Mhm. Can anybody just pick up like you did and just start doing this?
most definitely. You just
Oh.
gotta keep at it and don't be afraid to challenge yourself. When I first started with the business itself that's going on now, I started with a black metal chair that
Uh,
hurt everybody's butts and backs.
yeah, yeah.
And I had one jar of gel and one comb.
Dang.
I yeah. And there was sleepless nights. Like you don't see money in the beginning. I didn't start making money until like maybe 4 months, 5 months in. It's
Mm.
because I wanted to advertise, but I knew the plan, so I was with it. My luck wasn't like everybody else's. It just happened to be that way.
So you sent that was at Edna Martin, I'm sorry, Edna Martin Center. That was
Yeah,
their inculcation of helping you to say stick to the plan and this how we grow it, or in
yeah.
addition to it. Okay, okay, that's good. Because I would think a lot of people who have no experience in this probably would have given up. But you said you didn't make the money, you kept going, huh?
Yeah, I wanted to give up. Like
Mm.
I didn't. I felt like what I was doing wasn't working. Some YouTube channels helped me out too,
Yeah.
but it was the program, the Edna Martin program.
Yeah. Okay. Now, after being in the business for as long as you have now, is it something that you wish you knew in the beginning that you now know that probably could have helped you out faster or sped you along?
I think with any business, especially uh, if you're just doing it by yourself, everything's been my teacher. So I
Mm.
wouldn't change nothing because it
Okay.
would make me.
Good, good. So you're a one woman shop? You don't have anybody else with you still?
No.
Why you need two shops then?
So, well, a lot of my clients come on, live on the east side of
Okay.
Indianapolis.
Yeah.
and it's more for their convenience on the weekends, but it's more for like, yeah, I'll be over on the other shop Saturdays and Sundays, and on the west side Monday through Friday.
Hmm.
It's because I work Monday through Friday, so I have to work different schedules.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you got those couple things going, and you just mentioned that you have to work Monday through Friday. And what is that job that you do Monday through Friday?
Oh yeah, I'm a diesel technician for Indigo, and
A a diesel tech.
yeah.
Now that's I know a little bit about that, but that seemed like it's very hard work, and you seem demure. I don't see you doing that. But how did we become a diesel tech? And that's certified, right?
Certified, yeah.
Like, how did this happen? What I mean, we went from here to this. So walk me through that. How does that happen? No, Edna Martin told you that too. Then they say do hair and be a diesel tech, and the money will come.
No.
Okay.
So I I was going to high school in tech, Arsenal Tech, and there was a diesel program there, and that's where my journey began.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did they have you doing in high school? I mean, what they let students work on diesel engine like that?
Yeah. They had an automotive program and a diesel program at the time.
I've never been to tech. I've never been in there. So they had actual trucks in there at school.
Yeah, they had a truck in there to work on, yeah.
So what kind of things does a high school student do to a vehicle?
And learn the components of the vehicle first and foremost, how it works, what it sounds like when it breaks or when it fails. Um, and know schematics and especially the engine, know the engine, the name of the components. I believe
Hmm.
there's over 300 names of the
Wow.
engine. Yeah, and it's really cool. Like you get to know the inside and out of the vehicle and the engine, and you know, and the different vehicles you work on, like fire trucks and fleet and transportation. You get to know how their system works, and
Hmm.
you can fix that. And the more, broad, well, different vehicles you work on, different body vehicles you work on, the more experience you become, and you
Right.
get to work with different and cool people all the time.
Okay. So after you left high school, you went to another school to get certified. Is that, or were you just certified out of high school?
I went to Vincennes University.
Oh, you studied that at Vincennes. Okay.
Yeah, I carried that on through Vincennes, and after Vincennes, then I went with Penske, and after that, I've been with other transportation places too.
So
Yeah,
do you have a CDL as well, or do
I
you
do. I do. I keep up with my Class B CDL, and I still try to add different what is that called, classifications on there.
endorsements and stuff?
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So you went to school to be a mechanic, and they gave you the license too.
No, I used to be a driver, and that's how I obtained my CDL.
What did you drive? The buses or just what,
The
any
buses. Yeah.
wow. So you said, so you okay, so you must have had a plan there too then, because you said I'm gonna be a mechanic, but I'm gonna get this. How hard is it to get that CDL?
Not hard at all if you pay attention. If you have comprehension skills and don't mind reading over and over again for repetition.
Hmm. Okay. So you can just walk up to a truck now and you just look and say, okay, it need this, that. The widget broke, this need that, and you just get your little toolbox out. You can fix pretty much anything.
Just about. Yes.
Wow. So them big heavy tires and stuff. How do you tell me how you change the tire on the bus? That's what I want. Talk me through that.
Changing a tire. So, there's like really big lug nuts on the tire that's attached to the spokes, and you have a air tool. You take off the lug nuts with the air tool.
Okay.
Um, there's
That's
different ways to take it off, but they have like equipment for to take off the tires, and so you don't have to use so much of your body.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy, and
You
then you
gotta
put it
jack
on the
that
thing.
big back. You gotta jack that boy up, and because I mean,
Yeah.
and then in the back one got like those double tires, so
Hmm.
it just seems so odd to me. So the air tool pulls it off, and then you just slide off the first one, and then the
Yeah.
other one slides. So they got the long, I guess rods on lug nuts are real long on them.
Those, yeah, they're the lug nuts is like the things that screw on to the spindle. So
Yeah.
so
And why do they always have those little angles, little triangle things pointing all around a tire, like a little arrow? What is with
Mhm.
that?
So those are indicators to tell anybody if the tire is loose or the lug nut was not properly tightened.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. So that's indicate. Okay. So you put that on last. That's the last thing to say is it's done. So if
Yeah.
something's wrong, I can come back and say, hey, Kyisha didn't do this right because
Yeah.
this one's over there and the rest. Okay, that's what that is. I always wonder why do they have those. So if I see one off, what should I do? Take the truck back or don't take it? If it just kind of
Warn somebody about their vehicle because he could be a danger to the streets and the
uh,
people inside the vehicle and outside
mhm.
the vehicle.
Yeah. So being in this male dominated industry, how do men treat you there? I mean, are they welcoming to you? Do they have you? Can you? They make you do everything, or they say, "Oh, she's a girl, she can't do that," or
Oh, it's everything that you said. But it all starts with my attitude.
okay,
And for me, it's skill for skill. So they could say and think whatever.
you can hold your own.
Skill for skill. But a lot of the guys I work around are very skilled, like, but because they're not used, the men aren't used to it still, so they always think that
Yeah,
I do everything sissy like, or
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like it's okay. I am a woman. I mean, I'm not gonna come in there and hi, I'm Matt with a wig.
So you don't look like you look now when you go to work, do you?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
So
I am.
you downplay it. You
Oh
down.
yeah.
What do you wear at work? Tell us that. What's the tire for
I
being at
wear
work?
my PPE, which is my uniform. They're meant to work in for like fires or anything sharp objects. Um, and I don't wear my wigs or my hair or nothing like that because it could be a danger, and it could
A
get
distraction.
damaged and a distraction. Yeah, I don't want to be a distraction, so I really dress down, bigger clothes. Um, but they're still men.
What does that mean?
They still probably be like, "Hi."
Hey, how you doing? I like that. Yeah. So, okay. So do you wear gloves and stuff too? Because I know girls don't like getting grease on their hands and stuff.
Yeah, I do wear gloves because I cook and I do hair, and
That's right. That's right.
yeah, so I don't want to. I'm always wearing those gloves, whether they rip or not. I go through like maybe 60 gloves a day.
Wow, man. Okay. So, but you still like make time to get your manicure and do all your girly stuff because you're a girly girl, right? You don't, you like dressing up and all that stuff, right?
I
The
do like
heels and all.
dressing up. Yeah, I do
Okay.
like dressing up, and but at work I'm so tomboyish. Yeah, but I
So,
am tomboyish because it's like it doesn't leave me.
okay.
Oh,
What have the guys ever seen you when you're when you're in what you call it, your girl mode or your girl
oh
fashion?
yeah,
And
yeah,
what do
yeah.
they say then?
They be trying to holler at me.
You're like, I ain't thinking about you. You had your chance,
They
but
be
you
like, "What's up?" I be like, and they say, "Hold on, you Kyisha." Oh man, that's how it always turns out. They say you look totally different, and they be looking at me like I did some catfish and stuff.
yeah, you be trying to fool people like we ain't know. We ain't know. So
Yeah.
what is that like for a girl or for a female when a guy is looking at you like a piece of meat? Is that welcoming? Is it just something coming to territory, or you just feel uncomfortable, or you welcoming? What's up on it?
It's irritating. It's very irritating. It's but because I dress down at work, they don't come over there and mess with me. They say hi to me, but they a lot of shoot, they gotten used to me there.
Hmm.
So but in the beginning they was trying to like, hey, there's a female in here. What she look like? What she got going on?
Yeah.
So yeah.
So about how many females do you work with?
There are I think it's three more.
Oh, so not that many.
No.
So y'all bond together and y'all say, we ain't talking to none of these losers in here.
No, we don't bond together either.
Okay.
I mean, we're cool with each other. Like we say, hey, what's going on? But we don't click up or and all that stuff. No.
Mm, okay. All right. What about when you do date a dude? If you are dating, I apologize him, but if you meet a guy and you tell him your profession, how does that work? How do people respond to that?
Some people think it's cool, and some guys think it's a no.
Oh yeah, they probably think he can't be fixing a car. I don't. He's not gonna ask you. You know. What's wrong with this car? Because you sit on the thing, just sitting there looking like I know what the problem is. I know what the problem. I ain't
Hmm.
gonna say nothing. All right.
Yeah, you can't say nothing because then you are potentially gonna mess up their little thing they got in their head. So you can't go
Uh
out
huh.
there and be like, hey.
Yeah. Right. Right. Yeah. I could have told you this an hour ago, but okay. Um, do you think men are smarter than women, or women are smarter than men, or what do you think about that whole thing?
uh, well, I'll
It's just me and you.
just me and you.
It's just me and you. You can tell me.
I think men are pretty smart. Women are finally really getting to see what we're capable of after a few years has passed. But it's been a man's world way before women were
Mm,
allowed to have laws and stuff like that. But I mean, women did their thing though
right.
before
Yeah.
then. But as far as like the industrial stuff and but as far as intelligence, I think anybody can be smart. There's animals smarter than people.
You got that right. Got that right. Yeah. When did you know? When did you know this path was the one for you? In addition to the hair, and but the as far as being a diesel mechanic, when did you know? Because I mean, did you consider maybe I should be a postal worker, a fire person, a daycare owner? What made you say, you know what, I'm gonna choose these two? Was it just what was it?
I love fixing things and people.
And people.
So there's a way
Oh,
to do it.
oh, so you like fixing
Yeah.
people too. So you
Yeah.
said that, hold on, I'm a life coach. I'm thinking now a different way. You saying if you date a guy, you want a guy who's a project guy? Is that what you saying? You said
No, no, you
okay.
better know how I'm coming, man. I
I thought that's.
ain't.
I was like, hey, wait a minute, because a lot of dudes out there need to be fixed. So, okay, all right,
Nah.
all right. So that's good that you're doing that because you sound like it's something that you really like and you got it combined with your passion of doing hair too. So I'm glad that you've heard a story about the guy you hooked up to in Vincennes. I hope his hair is still there too, because since he was the first one, I hope he's doing good out there and
He
wherever
probably
you
went
are,
back to
guy.
the
Yeah, if you find him, tell him I won't interview him because I'm sure he got another side to this. I want to know. Now, I also wanted to talk to you about the second chance. I know that your employer is a second chance employer, and I know you had said you had to sit down for a little bit. I want to talk about your experience with the juvenile system, if that's all right. Is that what it's called? The justice system.
justice system. Yeah.
Yeah. Now you seem like such a quiet, innocent person here. I just can't imagine you doing anything wrong.
Mm.
What can you tell us about that first of all that kind of got you there?
Um, I was making the bad decisions.
Hmm.
Um, it was hard for me to like say no, and then I was put in a position sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you made that decision and get caught up in some stuff. I
Yeah.
always, yeah, I always tell people that none of us are different. We was one or two things away from getting caught being in the same position. That's why I tell people we should never judge anybody for their mistakes and stuff. But
Yeah.
I don't, do you think that prison rehabilitates people? Are you when you
Yeah.
come out?
If they're
And
ready.
so what do they do to help prepare you for um, coming back out into the world? How do they I guess teach you a lesson and at the same time get you prepared?
They give you everything. I was in Madison for my transition for 4 months before I came out here. They give you everything back that you would have in society for the most part. So
Okay.
you are able to get your hair done, able to wear shoes and buy shoes. You're able to have more freedom. Like,
Freedom.
yeah, so you are able to take on living in a house again or an apartment
Mhm.
again, and you won't be in prison by yourself outside of prison. So they do little stuff. They give you resources. Um, that's as far as go. They got a counselor you can talk to in there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Did what was it like day one? Day one going in there? Were you scared, nervous? Did you have to fight somebody?
I was sick, man. I was sick.
You were like, I can't believe this.
I was mad, one, because I found out a lot of stuff. I did fight somebody.
I
I
knew it.
actually
I
got
knew
into
it.
a fight with my co-defendant that day. Because they it was a snitching, and they
Oh
gave
man,
me
it's
a
always a
little bit of
snitch.
room to snatch away from the cops to like get that lady.
Oh yeah. Cause so you was probably gonna keep it 10 toes deep and like nah, and then you found out that somebody said this and that, and then yeah.
Oh man, it was ugly. I was upset.
Hmm. Dang. So you had to do the four?
Yeah,
So it's probably eight, get it do four instead of good behavior and all that stuff.
yeah.
Man. So what's it like in there? Is it cold in there? Is it like, I mean, I just couldn't, I've never seen inside. It can't be as bad as they make it like on TV, right?
Prison is not worse because they keep people for a lifetime in there, so it's way cleaner than a jail.
Yeah, yeah. I figured that. How's the food?
It's still terrible.
You didn't have a favorite anything in there?
No. At
Yeah.
the time, I grew accustomed to the slams in there, like
What's that?
when you make food out of commissary, noodles,
Oh,
cheese,
oh, yeah, yeah.
sausage, stuff
So
like that.
you can take the ramen noodles and put Cheetos on them or something?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Man, so like, what did you do to make the time go by? Did you like put a line on the wall or something, or what do you do? Because you
the
ain't got nothing
be-
but time.
I know. The beginning was tough, so I did a lot of sleeping. My first year, I did a lot of sleeping, and then my second year, I started reading books. Like
Okay,
throughout my whole entire time, I just read books. I wanted to one build my vocabulary and sharpen my mind.
okay, yeah, that was good. Now you didn't get introduced to the Muslim religion in it, did you? Because I know a lot of people come out Muslims.
No,
You ain't got a bean pie, nothing behind you. Okay, all right,
nah,
okay. So you said you only got in one fight while you were in there.
no. I don't even know how many, but I know I've been
What?
in a few of them. Yeah,
So I was gonna ask, what's it like when the bully come up to you, but you were the bully then?
I was just that chick that if you really
Yeah.
wanted to do that with, think about
Dang. So you
it.
held your own, huh? So
Yes,
you
I
had all the
did.
honey buns lined up in your room and all that stuff, huh?
I did hair in there, so that's why I probably had the honey buns.
Okay. Wow. Did you find that you gained weight in there? Because I know a lot of people get in there, they get to gaining that weight.
I gained weight when I got out. I was my smallest when I was in there because I was stressed out,
Okay.
depressed. Yeah.
Hmm. So how does that work with the outside? Were you just calling people, just checking on them and stuff, just with your support system, just checking in with them a lot?
I only had my uncle and a couple of my cousins and my granddad, and my sister. Like
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
didn't really have too many support. So when
Okay.
yeah.
So, but you were still looking forward to getting out, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What was your plan when you get out? What did you think you were going to do? I mean, you're definitely successful now. I mean, I'm proud of you. So, what was the plan when you get out? I mean, because
I was gonna, in my mind, I had built a business plan in there because I started reading business books inside.
wow.
I read all the books for the most part.
Hmm.
So I just, I made a business plan, everything. And then when I got out, It didn't go as planned. I didn't have no money. I thought
So
that you could give somebody your plan and they'll do something with it. No, man, that was crazy. So I had to reapproach their strategy
yeah.
over time. Yeah.
Okay. So you obviously did it. So something had to be your motivator. That was interesting. I, so looking back, do you think that experience of going or being incarcerated kind of helped you be the woman you are now? Because if you hadn't went, what would your life have been like? Would you still be in the bus world and owning two or several businesses?
No, I think I would have. I probably would have got killed. I
Oh
probably would
man.
have never lived that long. Yeah, because
Okay.
what I was doing was a lot of mess. I was heading towards destruction.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely growth if you can say that and
Yeah.
still keep going. So yeah. What advice would you give your young self if you can go back and whisper in your ear before that night,
Ooh,
everything, what would you say to yourself? You get 5 minutes to tell you what's up. And
five
would you
minutes.
have listened? Would you have
Yeah, I
listened?
would have
Hmm.
because I would have been so scared. Um, I would have told myself to let go of my parents at the time. I would have
Mm.
told I would have told myself to let go and quit trying to find love in the wrong places because
Mm.
he's not gonna matter. He needs growing up too. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
I would have told myself to heal, give myself time, quit trying to find happiness in other people because they can't
Man.
give it to you. They looking for the same thing you are. I would have told myself to don't pressure myself,
Hmm.
take my time and slow down. That's what I would
Yes.
have told myself.
Yeah. I think back when I was younger and I was doing stuff that was off the chain like that, I don't know if I'd have listened to myself because it was a time I thought I knew everything. And many times as young people, you can't tell us nothing, boy. So it
Man,
had to be some real logic. But I hear the value in what you're saying now because like I said, I can see the growth from you and stuff. When I met you and asked you to be on the podcast, you were very positive. I said, I definitely want to have her come on and hear her story because I knew it was more to it than that. So
yeah.
I also want to know when you were getting out, when you came home, how did you celebrate? What's the first thing you did that you can
I
tell
want
on air?
to. You want to know what I really, really wanted after all them years? A cigarette
Oh man, you couldn't smoke in there? Dang,
and some McDonald's,
there you go.
and
Okay.
I got it. Yeah.
What meal did you get from McDonald's?
The quarter pounder.
It was good too, wasn't it?
Yeah, I tore that
Man,
up.
ate the paper too. Like I might as well eat all this. Sure.
French fries, everything.
So they didn't give y'all no outside food like that in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
My last job in there was the kitchen, so
Oh
I
yeah.
was eating good.
Okay. I was gonna ask that. What some of the jobs you get? So that was like kind of like a privilege to get those jobs in there, and you had to like it's like a union. You bid on it or something, or they asked you to do you want to be a cook or whatever?
It's got to be an opening for that
Okay.
job. That was the highest paying job, other than the telephone people.
Yeah.
It was the highest paying jobs in the prisons.
What type of money would you make in the cafeteria?
Uh, I mean, it wouldn't be nothing no more. I think I was making like $2 or $3 an hour in there.
Oh,
Maybe like yeah,
that's
because the
almost
other
minimum
jobs were
wage.
like 47 cents, 27
Well,
cents. Yeah,
mm. Well, you didn't have to work though, right?
yeah, I had to work.
I mean, so if I go to prison, I have to work while I'm in there.
You have to. Yeah, it's a mandatory, or you can just go. I think they keep you. They strip you from everything. It's gonna be like you're in lock all the time.
Mm. So they want to pimp you out. Did you ever go to since you were that girl? Did you ever get in solitary confinement?
Yeah,
Ooh,
I
what
was
was
always
that
stripped
like?
of my benefits.
What was that
um,
like in there? I mean, what do you what is solid? Is it like a dark room? or what is it? Just away from Gen Pop or what?
It's a small room. It's like a 5 by 10. Yeah, or a 5 by 5, and it's just you, a toilet, and a bed, and you get a walkway. Um, and that's just the whole cell. You get
Hmm.
24 hours, well, 23 hours in that cell and 1 hour out. That's if the guard feels like keeping you out a whole hour. If they
What?
like you, yeah.
Oh no. Mm-mm.
The
Did you ever
the
you ever
guards
want to
mess
fight
with
the
you too.
guards?
Oh yeah, I've gotten into a lot of smoke with the guards.
You
Um,
didn't fight them though, did you?
I threw stuff at them, cussed
Oh
them
my
out.
God. Oh my God.
And I intimidated some of them because I didn't care. I talked
Mm.
really reckless to them because how they was coming.
Yeah.
I was in there during COVID too, so like that was
Oh, that
really tough.
sucks.
Yeah, I watched a
Man.
lot of people die and
Oh my
get
goodness.
sick.
So I take this experience you've been through kind of shaped you where you would never go back, right? It's
No, I
probably
would never want to go back.
nothing.
No,
Nothing can make you go back there. Yeah. Why do
well,
people?
I wouldn't say that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But why do so many people? How were you able to turn it around where so many people just recidivate? What was it that got to you? How?
I wanted it. I wanted change.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good because, man, I just couldn't see people just go back over and over and over again. I was like, nah, I don't know. But what did you miss most about the outside being inside?
The Sometimes the togetherness, like you're around hundreds, the same hundred of people, and it's a small world in there.
Hmm.
It was the togetherness sometimes. The real genuine gifts that people can give when they have nothing to give,
Yeah.
and they make you a card or
Hmm.
give you really really thoughtful words, because they have no distractions. They've lost their kids, and you're dealing with heartbroken people,
Yes.
and so it's deep. I
Hmm.
miss that genuine conversations.
Yes. Yes. I can appreciate that. Now, you seem like you're so calm and nice now. Is this because unless I'm misreading it? What? How do you view things now? Do things irritate you? Do things does it really take a lot to get Kyisha to that point now, or are you more? I mean, you're 30 now. Are you softer now?
Yes, but I still will say something if it's stupid.
You have no filter, huh?
No, I do not. So I do, if it's worth it, if I could tell that person just really don't know no better, I'll
Yeah,
take my time. Cause I listen to people before I respond sometimes.
yeah.
And but if they just really trying me and they just being who they are, it'll make me mad, and I gotta say
Hmm.
something to them
I
or
see.
remove myself.
Right. Yeah, that's smart. Now, did you get counseling when you were in there too, to work on anger management too?
Yeah, but she had messed up and became friends with
Oh,
the wrong people inside, and they got her messed up in there. And they fired her.
oh.
Yeah.
You trying to say she was messing with one inmate?
No, she was too friendly. And I
Oh,
was telling her that she can't be friendly with inmates because inmates are very conniving. We want to weigh in.
oh, wow. Dang, somebody got her. Okay.
Yeah, somebody got her, and it was sad because we had really deep conversations. She had her own, therapist, but she would come to work just to talk to me. Like she liked
Oh,
talking to me about her problems, and I
yeah.
talked to her about mine. She was a cool lady.
Yeah, so y'all had a real friendship there, bond. But I
Yeah,
guess beyond that, so that's good. So that's good you can make those relationships with people because everybody need that. Every counselor needs a counselor. That's what I always
yeah,
say. Oh, you know what? Well, okay. Well, thank you for sharing that with me because I just that was I never know. Nobody really talks about this stuff, so we don't know. But
wow,
let's move on to the second half of this show called Rapid Fire. Just want to remind everybody that you listen to What's Up Aboard TV, and I'm interviewing Miss Kyisha Bond from Kyisha Bond. Get it right, Kyisha Bond from Indianapolis, Indiana. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. You just tell me what's the first thing come to your mind, and we go from there.
All right.
If you could change one thing about your past or do it differently, what would that one thing be, if anything?
Uh, my mindset.
Mm, yeah, yeah. But then again, you said you probably wouldn't have lived if you hadn't gone to prison. But your mindset, you mean before whatever you did went down.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
If I had a jump start from the mom's crib to my transition to the streets, like I would have changed my mindset. I think I gave up hope on myself.
Oh no. But
Yeah.
you but your confidence is back now?
Oh, the confidence is there. Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. I believe in
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah, I know because you said you good at what you do at your job. So, then when the person said that, that's all I need to hear. Because if I come to you, you tell me, I say, can you do this? You say, well, I mean, I probably could get you right, but no, I'm out. I'm out. Or yeah. Okay. Question two. I knew as a child what I wanted to do when I grew up. I actually wanted to be a professional thief because I figured, hey, they rob from the rich and give to the poor. I kind of like that. And they're celebrated as hero. And I know your younger self, you moved from California to Indianapolis back and forth. Did you know what you wanted to do? Did you see all this coming, or was there some other path that you thought you would take?
I wanted to play basketball.
Oh, did you play?
I did play
Okay. What position was you doing?
power forward and center.
Were you good?
I was decent.
Uh-oh. Okay. You like to fight, huh? You just like to punch, huh?
No.
If you had to compare yourself to an NBA player and when you played, who would that person be similar to your game, if anybody? Anybody.
I say Shaq.
Oh my God, you dangerous. Okay, let me move on. Um, have you ever been in love? I think we know that answer.
Yeah,
And is he the one that got away?
yeah.
Okay. What would you do different in that relationship then? Because
Leave
love is
him
hard to
alone.
find. It's,
I picked the right, better one.
would,
Uh,
would, would you let yourself love a guy as much as you loved him before in the
yeah,
future? Oh,
most
so
definitely.
okay. Where are you doing now? You said you single, you're not dating at all?
That's right.
So you just getting to know yourself.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you was on Pop the Balloon, what are your deal breakers?
Uh, the deal breakers will be you just have to have some sense to you, man. You got to know where you're going, what you want in life.
Hmm.
You gotta, at least if you don't know yourself, try to know yourself or have some type of journey with that. Um, those are the deal breakers, like the or just someone that doesn't want that unmotivated.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Hmm. Are you okay with a guy having kids? Because I
yeah,
know people gonna watch the show, so it's no man. He got 10 kids and he want to get you. I can give him your information. You good, right? You okay? Like Country Wayne, you good? 10, 12, you good?
yeah.
Oh wow, I've never heard that. And what do you think about 50-50? Or should the guy pay all the bills?
um,
Uh-oh.
50. Well, it'll be different because we'll be living in our own separate homes, so he's gonna
What?
always be 100
What you
with
mean?
himself.
Y'all can
Like,
have your own separate homes.
yeah, like in the beginning, you don't ever
Oh
just,
yeah, true,
be
true.
living with somebody and be like, hey, I like you, I'm moving in.
It happens. Trust me. I've done these shows a long time. It happens.
Yeah. What?
So yeah.
Um,
So oh man, I know people who move in after 2 weeks. Yeah. People got married after a month. So you let's say y'all move together. Now y'all living in one unit. Are we putting our money in one pot? Or I got my account, you got your account.
I got my account, you got yours.
So it's gonna be like that or,
Uh,
or just stay
until
like that.
it might just stay like that. We might can make an account together, but I still want that person to have his own account.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that work? You and him living together and he don't have his half of the rent that month. What do you do?
I got it for this time, but I'm watch a pattern.
Okay, you're right. You gotta watch. I tell people all the time, watch them patterns. I don't care what you say. The patterns are gonna speak louder than words. So that's wisdom. I'm impressed. Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
you're gonna be hard on the dude because you got your stuff together. You know how to fix cars and trucks and stuff. You making your money. And wow, it's gonna be a tough one there. Do you cry at
Yeah.
all? Do you cry?
Yeah, I cry
Okay. All right.
sometimes. I cry.
What about listening to it? Are you okay with being in subjection to a man, or is it can't no man tell me what to do?
Oh, I listen
Okay. All
because I
right.
feel like you can't never always, you can always listen to something twice.
Oh,
Yeah.
somebody older told you that, didn't they?
My
I
grandma.
knew it. I knew it. That's wisdom right there. All right. What do you think people think about you on a first impression? How do they see you?
Oh man, some of them think I'm pretty, some of them think I look mean, some of them think I'm approachable. Some people don't think I'm approachable.
What do you think? What do you think you are? Or do you do that? Do you project the image depending on the situation, or are you
To
the
me,
same
no,
person?
I'll be thinking. I'm always the same person. I don't ever walk tougher if it's a more tougher looking crowd. I don't walk softer if I feel. I just be myself. I might want to like move around, like,
Yeah.
but I don't. Yeah, I'm the
You,
same.
you don't have to tell people your resume and say, "Hey, I beat people up. Read my resume. I
No,
will whoop some butt if I have to." Okay, but you probably speak with your eyes. You just let them know you're headed to them and like, really, this ain't what you want.
no.
This ain't what you want. I think you
Oh
let
yeah.
that know. Okay, all right. Um, let me. What type of music do you listen to?
Oh man, all kinds. But I really like R&B and soul, like the
Okay.
80s and
What?
70s and 90s
Okay.
music. Yeah.
Okay, you're old soul. All right. If you had to do a karaoke night, what would be your go-to song?
I like Freddie Jackson. Have you
Okay.
ever loved
Yeah, that's
somebody? Yeah.
okay. Somebody played this music around you when you was a kid or something because you shouldn't really know about Freddie Jackson. Yeah. Okay. And what about like Chris Brown and all that stuff? You don't mess with
I
him at
love
all?
Chris Brown. Yeah, I play
Okay.
him all the time.
Who's a better singer, Chris Brown or Michael Jackson? You going
What?
you can only pick
You
one.
asked that question?
Yeah, which
That's
one?
crazy. You should go to jail.
I'm curious to see what you're gonna
Michael
say.
Jackson, man.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah,
No,
you
well,
30.
actually, Michael
Uh-oh.
Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jackson. Just Michael Jackson.
A lot of people, man, younger people, y'all, sometimes don't know, but somebody done got to you. That's what the problem is. Okay. All right. What's a movie you can watch over and over again?
Oh, just about any comedy. I love humor.
Okay. Yeah. Good. So let me see. Was there a movie out there? I liked Coming to America too. I thought that was good. I really haven't saw any movies that I really like.
Hmm.
I like the classics, the old ones. Like I don't know if you ever saw a movie called Love Jones, but that's probably one of my favorites. So here's a situational question I have for you. Let's say you just finished rotating the tires on a bus. I don't know if they do that. I'm just saying. You just finished doing your thing to the bus, and you test driving down the street. You going down there. Two things happen at the same time. Number one, an old man comes out at you. He's on a walker crossing the street, and then it's a lady and her little 2-month-old kid come across the stroller on this side. What do you hit? They both out
The
there now.
Brinks.
Okay. All right, all right. You fast now. Okay. I see you. Okay, good. Nobody gets that one right. Okay. All right. What's the first what's the first job you had?
McDonald's. Yep, McDonald's on 38th in Illinois or Meridian or whatever.
Uh, uh, That one downtown?
No, 38th Street. Over there by
Uh,
Crown Hill off
Oh
of
yeah, yeah,
Meridian.
yeah, 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 that one. Okay, yeah. That's where I know you from. You wouldn't give me the extra sauce that time. That's okay. Okay, I got two more questions for you. If you had to kiss one of these people live on TV, which one would it be? Kodak Black or Tyler Perry? Kodak Black or Tyler Perry? You had to kiss him live on TV for 5 seconds. Kodak Black or Tyler Perry?
That's tough.
I know both of them. Yeah.
I'll go with. They're gonna. Oh, forget it.
Come on now. Both. I know you won't.
Neither
You
one
can't
of
have
them.
both. You can't have both.
I'm gonna have to do it like this. I gotta go with Big Bank, Little Bank, Tyler Perry.
Okay. All right. All right. If you go out on a date with a guy, who pays?
Yeah, he usually does. The guy usually pays for my dinner,
Mm,
unless we've
dang.
played. Unless we've planned like a cool, like a eventful date. He got the dinner, I have the movies, or
Yeah, yeah.
But that's how
I,
I've always been treated.
okay. And Cheesecake Factory and Olive Garden, that's all good.
That's all right.
Okay. All right. And final question around what type of guy do you like since you're single? When you do get in this relationship, what does he look like?
Like what he look like, he gotta
Yeah.
be clean,
Okay.
nice teeth, and I don't have like a skin complexion or nothing like that, craziness like that. But he can't be neglecting himself. Now he can't look like somebody don't care about him or he
Yeah.
he didn't
A
want to
lot of
be
girls always say
there.
that. So
Yeah.
the typical thing is that he gotta have nice shoes, nice teeth. He gotta be tall. Can't live with his mama. Have his own car. You is that all your things too?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you okay with the guy having multiple kids though? Most women are. I'm curious. Why are you okay with that?
I say about at least like three, the max. Like, because I've been a stepmom.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yeah.
Is that
And
the guy who got away? He had
mm-mm.
kids? Oh, okay.
No, I dated an older guy.
Well, how old is old? Because I said you 30,
um, he was
32.
50, he was 52.
Look
So it's
at you
yeah,
getting all that
like a
check.
little
Just
older.
took all
But
his
like
money. Oh my God.
he
Okay.
uh he was pretty good. I was a stepmom to his kids and he made it. Hey, he didn't make me feel like I was, in the way or didn't feel like I was overspending. He took care of everything. I just did my
Dang.
part.
Dang.
Yeah,
So your stepkids were older than you.
one
You had
of
a
them was.
wow, you had to babysit an older person. Okay, well, that's
No,
interesting. Wow, that's wow. All right. Well, you know what? That's going to bring us to the end of this exciting episode. It's definitely been a plum pleasing pleasure speaking with you today, and I appreciate you and your candor and your willingness to allow us to look into your life. Is there do you want to share your social media footprints with people so they can find out where they can find you at and see pictures of your work? Because I didn't get any of those to put up, but show how you do your hair. Do you want to share that information with us or no?
sure. My Facebook tag is just Kyisha Bond, Kyisha, last name Bond, Bond. TikTok is Kyisha B62. Instagram is Bond Kyisha. So it's just me everywhere. And you can look at my work there and find me on there. I also have a couple videos on YouTube. It's just
Okay.
Lock With Me,
Lock with
LOC.
you.
Yeah, Lock With Me. And yeah, those are my footnotes.
Okay. All right. Is there anything you want to change or modify or clarify in this video before I read my final thoughts to the audience?
I'm not a bad person. I'm not the biggest pit person in the world, but I like growth and I'm glad I am where I am and I'm not where I used to be.
Yeah, that's good. But you still will punch somebody if you have to, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because that's important to know. Because when you're on a date, yeah, no, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me get my final thoughts. My final thoughts are these. I find that there are two types of pain in the world. Number one is the pain that hurts you, and the other is the pain that changes you. My guest today is an excellent example of someone who's made lemonade out of lemons. Our past does not define us, and our future is ours to write or rewrite because we are the authors. On that note, please share and like my stories as often as you like. And if you have a story to share, reach out to your boy. Remember, everybody has a story to tell, but I just want to know yours. And thank you to my guest, Ms. Bonds, for dropping by. Until next time. Peace.